Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is September 27, 2023, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News channel. All right, guys, so we have some breaking news updates, some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share the video. And it says here, a huge mushroom in the sky of Curzon. Now, they're saying that there's a possibility this might be the first use of North K missile being dropped on Curzon. All right, we're going to see what's going on here. Let me just read this part. If you can, please share the video. So the Bear Air Force and artillery massively pound UKR position along the entire front line with the UKR army. In Curzona, a huge mushroom was caused by the destruction of a warehouse of more than 3,000 tons of armaments, an unknown Bear weapon that hit a concentration of UKR forces of this region brigade near this area has caused an impression and concern in the sleeping giant. Look out. It seems like the Bear just dropped the first North K missile. All right, guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, or loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. All right. And again, guys, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. We also got more breaking news updates, and I did talk about this yesterday, but we have more info. The Bear is not happy. The Bear are basically saying that the sleeping giant are involved in this war in Ukraine. All right, all these tanks are now in Ukraine. All right, this goes to tell you that we are fighting the Bear. All right, people's gonna be like, no, that's not true, Louis. We just helping UKR. No, we are fighting the Bear. When stuff like this is coming in really quick, and the final decision is in 3 days, whether we give $24 billion to UKR, look, we are at war with the Bear, whether you believe it or not. These type of stuff here, this is like WW3 stuff here. All right, and not only the sleeping giant doing this, you got NATO members also planning to send their troops inside UKR. And guess what? The Bear's going to be dropping some big stuff. And this is just the tip of it. All right, so let me just read this title. So an unknown Bear weapon has taken out UKR soldiers. A huge mushroom in Curzon ashes 3,000 tons of ammunition of the Yellow Blue country capital. A large area was flattened in Curzon. First use possibly of North K missile. Oh, look at that. We're going to see what's going on here. Guys, I want to thank everybody so much. I got some updates. So far, the platform has not deducted my earnings for today. All right, I woke up this morning and it seems like they have stopped. Hopefully it stays like that. So it's looking pretty good, but for the past almost 3 weeks, they have taken my earnings from this from the month of September. So it's a huge hit, you know. Again, like I said, guys, if you work 160 hours a month and you only get $50 paycheck, that's gonna hurt you. And you know, you're gonna have to come home and tell your wife, man, I don't got the money. The boss said that here's 50. And so I want to thank everybody so much for the love and support. Prayer is the most important thing. We want to thank everybody so much for the prayers. Thank you so much for the support. I was talking to my wife about the GoFundMe for September month. I don't know if I'm going to do it, guys, but I just want to thank everybody so much for the prayer. Thank you so much for the prayer. And thank you so much for the support, either through PayPal or Patreon. I'm just going to let it slide. It's just going to take this hit right here on September. But again, thank you so much for the love and support. All right. So it says here, an unknown bear strike, powerful stuff, that hit a concentration of UKR forces of this brigade near, I'm going to skip that name, has caused an impression and concern in the Sleeping Giant NATO. So the Sleeping Giant NATO, they kind of worried. They're like, man, what in the world was that thing they dropped? So it took out a lot of stuff. And the Sleeping Giant's not pleased. I guarantee you the Sleeping Giant, Mr. Burns, right now, he's knocking in the door of the house and telling them, you better figure something out, man. We got 3 more days. We need that money. We getting hammered right now by the bear. Is it UKR war or is it a Sleeping Giant war? That's the big question here. Is it UKR war or the Sleeping Giant war? All right, so analysts say that either we may have the first North K missile use of the MLRS K909, or it could be an entirely new Bear missile. They rule out a thermobaric strike with the well-known TOS-1 and the Fab 250/500 AirBOMBS. Perhaps it is some more modern, powerful stuff that is to nature, the nature and intensity of the explosion, which does not affect the recording drone at all. Let's see what's going on here. Let me just play this video. Man, they got some disco music going on in this video. Oh, okay, I see it. These are UKR forces just running. All right, so this is not the one that they dropped the big that missile. I'm looking for that video. So that's something else. That's a drone just recording UKR forces just running away. Huge explosion in Curzon. 3,000 tons of powerful stuff. Warehouse out. Now you got to think, if this happened to all those weapons, just imagine what's going to happen to the Sleeping Giant tanks. The bear has warned that those tanks is not even going to last a week. It's going to be obliterated and just good for scrap metal. At the same time, the Bear Ministry of Defense released videos of massive airstrike with Fab 250/500 BOMBS, as well as cruise missile against UKR position in Curzon, part of which is controlled by UKR Army. Now, the Bear Aerospace Forces destroyed the powerful stuff and ammunition depot of UKR Armed Forces, located in the village of Curzon. Now, the strike was carried out by a cruise missile. That's what I believe that it might be North K, because North K sent cruise missile. Actually, no, I think they sent short-range ballistic missile. So we don't know what the bear dropped. Hopefully, we get some kind of update. But some experts are assuming that it might be North K ballistic missile. If that's true, that's some big changer right there. That if that's true, then North K ballistic missile could finish off all those warehouses that is storing those weapons that were sent by NATO and the Sleeping Giant. That would actually piss off the Sleeping Giant. So the Bear Military Department showed footage of the destruction of the warehouse of the UKR Armed Forces, which contained more than 3,000 tons of ammunition of various calibers. Now remember, these are the stuff that NATO and the Sleeping Giant are sending. This is a lot of money. Just, it's like a piñata party. You got money just being blown in the air. So the strike on the UKR facility took place on September the 25th. So it says here, it was initially reported that the warehouse of the 124th Brigade of the Armed Forces of UKR was destroyed. Later, the Bear Ministry of Defense, with additional information, clarified that it was a common warehouse of several units and formations of UKR Army, consisting of 12 sheds. Now, the location of the warehouse was determined By reconnaissance, confirmation was obtained using drones, after which a cruise missile was launched from the air against the warehouse. After hitting the warehouse and causing a fire, the ammunition began to explode. One thing, guys, is that playing the video does give me copyright. Give me a second here. Let me make sure there's nothing here that could hurt my channel. Nothing special on this one here. All right, give me a second. Let me see about the other video here. The problem with this video, hold on. The problem with the video is that they have logos, and these logos, if the platform see that logo, then it just copyright. Man. This is what the sleeping giant is looking at this video right now, and they're not. Man, look at that! Jeez. Oh man. Man, that's a strong message right there. Yikes. Wow. Now, guys, I don't want to play the audio because some of them have those disco music. I don't know why the bear loves putting those type of music in their videos. All right, so man, that's what's going on. I'm gonna leave the main page website. When you guys click on it, it will take you to the main page. Now it's gonna ask you if you want this translated, because again, this is in another language. This article is War News 24/7. But you could hit the option translate to English, and you're going to see all these articles. And if you go to this one here, you'll be able to watch the video. All right, so the unknown bear weapon take out UKR soldiers and a huge mushroom occurs on. So again, I'm not trying to get hit hard with copyrights. I'm already getting hit on this channel really, really hard with the earnings issue. So I'm going to leave the main webpage site on the comments box. In the comments box, if you guys want to check it out, just click on it. Anyway, this is a message sent to the sleeping giant. They are very concerned. We don't know if this was North K cruise ballistic missile. If this is a North K ballistic missile, this here would change the whole game around. This is why the sleeping giant are urging the House pass the get the votes. Don't let this thing go to a shutdown. Now, let me just read this part really quick. This is a sleeping giant confirms M1 powerful tanks. All right, and I did talk about it yesterday, but there's more information. The sleeping giant is confirming that the first powerful tanks have arrived in UKR to be used against the bear. Now, the escalation of fighting between the bear and UKR continues. More like the bear and sleeping giant. At some point, and we are now very close to it, the bear is going to declare the sleeping giant a combatant in the fighting, and when that takes place, it will be public notice that we here in the sleeping giant are now subject to the bear military strikes. The sleeping giant citizens will be caught completely blindsided if and when this take place. Now, remember I told you yesterday about the Dimitri, his vision about the sleeping giant back in the 80s. And remember I mentioned about the sleeping giant won't know what's going to hit them? Why? Because the sleeping giant too busy watching Barbie. Sleeping giant citizen won't know what's going to hit them. It's going to hit him. It's going to hit him by surprise. Everybody will be confused. Why? Well, it says here are now subject to the bear military strike. Give me a second. Will be blindsided if and when this take place. They won't understand how or why we got struck by the bear, because our NEWS has not done its job to inform the sleeping giant just how far our G public servants have escalated this biblical war. So I'm telling you, stop watching Barbie. Man. Pay attention, put on the whole armor of God. Things are about to get pretty tough nowadays, and we just 3 days away. Is the sleeping giant going to get the money for Crane? This is where we at right now. Mr. Byrne is saying we need 24 billion. Hurry up and get this done. 3 days, 12 hours left. Sleeping Giant Gov shut down in 3 days, 12 hours, if no deal is reached. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. So you got one side saying, look, we don't care about this biblical war. We got to take care of the southern area. We got so many coming in. Mr. Byrne is like, let them in. Put them somewhere in New York or Chicago or Florida. But we have to put UKR first. They are the 51st state, and they need us. Well, again, guys, I believe that the sleeping giant is at war with the bear. And this is WW3. It's just people don't know it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support to the channel. Please share the video. And thank you so much for the prayer. Hopefully everything goes well for this channel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19 number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Give your life to Jesus Christ and get baptized. We are living in tough time. Till next time later. Peace.